This video is brought to you by 7Bet, a proper new bookie here in the UK. You get an early payout if your team goes 2 goals ahead, a quick bet builder to customise your bets, odds on players' cards, shots on goal, assists and other stats and acca boosts if you're going big. Easy to use, smooth to navigate. If you're having a go on Chelsea or any other football team, check out 7bet.co.uk. Link is in the description below. Scan the QR code. 18 plus only. Bet responsibly. Be gamble aware. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. We are in Wrocław in Poland. Trevor, mate, listen, I know, do you know what? Trevor doesn't always want to do the interviews, and fair play to you, but I said it's a European Cup final. We just won it, mate. This is a moment we'll remember for the rest of our lives. I know people say Tin Pot Trophy, Conference League, all the rest of it, but you must be proud and just privileged to be here.
Do you know what? It's one of those ones where, like, if you celebrate it, you get mocked. If you don't win, you get mocked. So it's like a no-win situation. But I've been coming to Chelsea only for about 6 years. This is the first trophy I've seen Chelsea lift live.
First
so, like,
one.
You're talking about memories. This is a really special day for me. Yeah, it's just been a fantastic day. I had a feeling, like, the first half was diabolical. But I was saying to my friends, like, at half-time, I thought we were going to win it.
You had the confidence?
I had the confidence. I thought we need, and fair play to Maresca, bringing Reece James on. Maybe he should have started.
Why do you think he dropped him? Yeah, I think it was. I don't think it was tactical, mate. I honestly think that it was just him trying to protect the player. I really don't believe that you start Gusto over James for tactical reasons.
Do you know what? I think it is a case of giving Gusto and even Badiashile an opportunity. I think there was a couple there. I thought, why not Colwill? He was so good against Forest, and having that experience of going into a big game and needing a win and getting it, I thought that would carry on today. But as you say, bringing those guys on late, fair play. He made the changes, but I was surprised that he didn't start them.
Man of the match today?
Probably all the fans. It's probably me. I'm the man of the match. I'm the man of the match.
Second half man of the match, definitely.
Do you know what? It's a team effort. It's a team effort, and I will give Maresca the props for that one. Maybe he should have started those players, but everyone makes mistakes. But then correcting the mistakes, bringing the right people on. Sancho, when he came on, made a difference. So I'd say it was a collaborative effort. Yeah, probably a collaborative.
For me, it's Enzo, probably. Enzo or Caicedo, both of those players I thought were immense, especially Enzo in the second half. I thought he dominated. Palmer got the assist, Jackson even got a goal. Probably should have scored 2, if I'm honest. But when you look at it, I mean, we had more quality than Betis. I always felt like if we just set up the right way, it didn't matter how good Betis were, we would have more quality than them.
Yeah.
And tactically, we just got it so wrong in the first half.
We did. Going in, I thought whoever gets the first goal would win the game. That's how I felt initially, but I don't know. Again, at half-time, I just had a feeling. I think after Forest, we proved that in a big game scenario, we can get the job done. Enzo was incredible. I thought he was really, really good. Palmer as well, he stood up. But for me, personally, player of the season, Caicedo. I just think we're blessed to have him. We're just so blessed. Like, when we paid so much money for him, I know, it was a bit of a banter for some people, but that kind of player, he's a 2-in-1 player. That kind of player isn't available on the market that often. So I think in the long run, we'll have good value for money.
I do want to say as well, the Betis fans were fantastic, weren't they?
You know what? So we got we flew to Prague yesterday, and my friends was like, "Oh, we're getting a coach from Prague to here," and I was told that there's going to be loads of Chelsea on the coach. It's going to be good. We got there was 3 of us, and all Betis fans. And by the end of it, we had a good chat with them, and amazing, like such good fans. I heard that apparently they had 25,000 here.
They definitely outnumbered. No, they definitely outnumbered us. Even in the stadium, they outnumbered us. Trev. I mean, there was more of them.
Without going into it, there was a few on the coach that had bought Chelsea allocations.
I saw a couple.
It goes
of them,
on. It does go on, but fair play to them. It's their first European Cup final.
I presume.
Yeah, they did mention that. I assume it's true, but they were amazing. Such a good presence in the city as well. Good luck to them for next season.
There was a bit of violence that was on the news. I thought that was totally exaggerated, but I think generally speaking it was a pleasant trip and a little bit of a bump along the way, but I think we can hold our heads high as a fan base for the most part. And so it was just a pleasant experience in a pleasant city.
I think it was a good experience personally, but I just think it's such a shame. When West Ham won this trophy a few years ago, the headlines were, a bit like Palace. It was almost like a feel-good thing, even for the neutral. They've come in, they've won a big trophy, but I think a lot of the headlines will be focused on Chelsea fans acting a bit naughty. It did go on.
Chelsea fans lifting the trophy, mate. That's what I call it.
I'd like to think it, but the ones that didn't and were throwing things around, just enjoy the football.
Big up to you, Trev. Always a pleasure, mate.
Always
Thanks so
a pleasure.
much.
It's the first one ever, but always a pleasure.
There
Thank
you go. Come on.